Show me a hero, and I'll write you a tragedy. I wasn't actually in love, but I felt a sort of tender curiosity. There are only the pursued, the pursuing, the busy and the tired. Reserving judgments is a matter of infinite hope. Can't repeat the past? Why? Of course you can. I want to know you moved and breathed in the same world with me. There are all kinds of love in this world, but never the same love twice. Never confuse a single defeat with a final defeat. I don't want just words. If that's all you have for me, you'd better go. So we drove on toward death through the cooling twilight. He looked at her the way all women want to be looked at by a man. It takes two to make an accident. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. There is no confusion like the confusion of a simple mind. Youth is a dream, a form of chemical madness. Great books write themselves, only bad books have to be written. Life is much more successfully looked at from a single window. You'll understand why storms are named after people. Too much of anything is bad, but too much champagne is just right. I've got an adjective that just fits you. Intelligence is a mere instrument of circumstances. Life plays the same lovely and agonizing joke on all of us. But I suppose you must touch life in order to spring from it. The exhilarating ripple of her voice was a wild tonic in the rain. Sometimes it is harder to deprive oneself of a pain than of a pleasure. Strange children should smile at each other and say, "Let's play." I want to die violently instead of fading out sentimentally. Selfish people are in a way terribly capable of great loves. I'm not much like myself anymore. You have a place in my heart no one else ever could have. I was a little shocked at the elaborateness of the lie. I love her, and that's the beginning and end of everything. She knew few words and believed in none. Blessed are the dead that the rain falls on. But you can love one person, can't you? That voice was a deathless song. I'm not used to being loved. I wouldn't know what to do. I wish I had done everything on earth with you. I used to build dreams about you. No one person in the world is necessary to you or to me. But his heart was in a constant, turbulent riot. Celibacy goes deeper than the flesh. I was alone again in the unquiet darkness. You have a place in my heart no one else ever could have. I was a little shocked at the elaborateness of the lie. No one should live beyond 30. Never miss a party, good for the nerves like celery. Very well then, better a sane crook than a mad Puritan. Go on, she urged. Lie to me by the moonlight. Do a fabulous story. The words seemed to bite physically into Gatsby. When I'm with you, I don't breathe quite right. She thought I knew a lot because I knew different things from her. And will I like being called a jazz baby? You will love it. The worst thing in the world is to try to sleep and not to. We all must try to be good. People invariably chose inimitable people to imitate. She wanted to crawl into his pocket and be safe forever. They were stars on this stage, each playing to an audience of two. He's so dumb, he doesn't know he's alive. You remind me of a smoked cigarette. Have a drink, Tom, and then you won't feel so foolish to yourself. I don't want just words. If that's all you have for me, you better go. New York had all the iridescence of the beginning of the world. She laughed with thrilling scorn. Sophisticated God, I'm sophisticated. How different it all was from what you'd planned. Things are sweeter when they're lost. He says unloved women have no biographies, they have histories. Personality is an unbroken series of successful gestures. You are the loveliest thing that I have ever known. When you get drunk, you don't tear anything apart except yourself. Better let it all alone, in the depths of her heart, and the depths of the sea. Their lips brushed like young wildflowers in the wind. The victor belongs to the spoils. I want to do everything in the world with you. They talked aimlessly, back and forth, each speaking for the other. When the lightning strikes one of us, it strikes both. I was too absorbed to be responsive. But magic must hurry on, and the lovers remain. He saw her before he saw anything else in the room. So he nodded, smiled, listened, was happy. Given a decent start, any girl can beat a man nowadays. Their eyes met and they stared together at each other, alone in space. You're worth the whole damn bunch put together. You can't live forever, you can't live forever. I'm a cynical idealist. He paused and wondered if that meant anything. Don't you know you can't do anything about people?